Alright guys, talking about the Sur-Ron X and the Segway X260 today. If you don't know about these two bikes, they're basically the same thing, made by the same company, just different branding. And I want to talk about how to make these bikes better. Now, I have made a video in the past talking about the 5 best modifications that I think you should do to the Sur-Ron X to make that bike better. And one thing that I did leave out in that video was suspension, and I did that for a reason. So what often happens with these bikes is you start throwing a lot of money at them, and their best attribute, their affordability, becomes irrelevant. You're throwing too much money at the bike, and it defeats the purpose of buying an affordable bike to begin with. I'm not saying that that's a wrong thing to do. I personally do it with the bike, so I'm not pointing any fingers there, but for a lot of people, when you bought this bike, you wanted to keep it as an affordable option. Because most of them come with the same exact suspension, which is the DNM Volcano fork and a DNM rear shock. I've been lucky enough on this Sur-Ron to get the limited black edition that comes with a Rockshox boxer front fork, and I know that Luna Cycles sells a couple options in the past that have a different fork on it. Most of them come with the same fork and shock option, which is the DNM Volcano up front and the DNM rear shock. So let's talk about how to make that better. So I've worked with Dirtlabs out of Longmont, Colorado. They're primarily a mountain bike suspension company. The owner has a lot of experience with moto as well, so they're really the perfect company to work on the fork and shock on this bike because it's mountain bike suspension, but it's ridden like a dirt bike. I've tested a few different variations that they've come up with and came up with a really good solution. So I'll gear up and we could talk about some of the changes on the fork and shock a little bit more, what Dirtlabs has done, how you can get in contact with them and make these bikes better. All right guys, Segway X260 with the DNM fork and shock that's been set up by Dirtlabs Suspension. Yeah. So what Dirtlabs did was revalve the damper and they made it progressively stiffer at the same time. That's about as rough as I'm gonna find on this track. And it handles it really nicely. Can't do these doubles on this thing. Doesn't quite have the power. So the fork rides, and right there, that's putting that to the test. The fork rides higher in the stroke as a result, and that's better for small bump compliance. And they also put higher grade oil in the fork. The stock oil that comes in this fork is pretty much garbage. And it's really noticeable, that stuff. When you're running really crappy oil, it makes a big difference. This is normally not the type of track I'd be riding, especially on this bike, but we've had some forest fires out here in Colorado, and then a bunch of snow on top of that. So this track really doesn't do the suspension much justice. I'm trying to find some braking bumps here, just some chop, and I can show you guys how the suspension holds up. This track's more of a flat track course than anything, but in the corners specifically, whew, that's pretty fun. But in the corners, it doesn't dive as much when you're braking into a corner like this. And then that little chop isn't as harsh because it's riding in the stroke of the fork that you want it to be when going over small bumps. But this section in particular here is a good test. Got some good braking bumps and these whoops here. Actually handles that really well, especially in comparison to the stock stuff. I'm afraid I'm going to try to jump these. Just doesn't quite have the speed for it. Still fun though. Some braking bumps here. I'll take the inside line. The outside. Some bigger bumps on the outside here. Just ride so much higher in the stroke, you're not bottoming it out. Now I'm definitely not claiming that The fix on this suspension is as beneficial as replacing the fork and shock, but the whole point of this is that you can keep the stock fork and shock, fix those, and make this bike ride a lot better for a lot cheaper. So what Dirtlabs will do is the same what they do for any of their mountain bike suspension. People send in their stuff from all over the country to Dirtlabs to do their mountain bike stuff, so it's no different. You just pull the fork tube out that has the compression on it, it's just one side, and then pull your shock out and you send that stuff to Dirtlabs. They will do the revalve on the fork and shock to the damper. They'll make the damper progressively stiffer, they'll add better oil in it, and it'll just help this bike ride a lot better and a lot stiffer, which is what it needs. You're probably wondering what it costs, which is the question everybody wants to know. It's approximately $150 for each end. So you could do it a la carte if you wanted to just do the forks or just do the shock. They're $150 a piece, and it would be about $300 total to get this done, as opposed to getting new suspension, which will cost, depending on what brand you get, Fox or Rockshox, DVO or Ohlins, all that stuff will cost approximately a couple $1,000. So it's a huge savings, keeps this bike nice and cheap, which is what everybody wants, but makes it a lot better.
All right, guys, so if you're like me and you want better off-road suspension on your Sur-Ron and Segway and don't really want to fork over a couple $1,000s for high-end suspension on this bike, I would strongly consider giving Dirtlabs a call or email. I'll put a link in the description to their site so you guys can check them out. They are primarily a mountain bike suspension company, and the way that they operate is they service the entire United States. You basically just ship the fork and shock to those guys. They are set up through DNM. They've got all the parts and know how to make this bike better, so they'll run through your fork and shock, send it back to you. It costs about $150 for the fork and $150 for the shock, so you could either do the fork or the shock, or you could do both. Really your call, but yeah, I highly recommend it if you're not looking to put really high-end suspension on this bike, but you want it to perform better off-road. I think they did a really good job with it, and yeah, you'll save a lot of money, keep this bike affordable, and have it ride much better off-road. So if you have any questions about the setup, feel free to reach out to me in the comments here, or give Dirtlabs a call or an email. And thanks for watching, guys.